Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be providing you my initial thoughts on the new season of Fortnite, Chapter 2, Season 6. I did this last season in Chapter 2, Season 5, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was just really fun to be able to share my thoughts on the new season within the first few days, and also just hear your guys' thoughts on, the new season, because it seems like this time around, unlike Season 5, there's actually a lot of controversy about just this season overall. Because this time around, I actually have to respect Epic because they actually changed the whole game. Like, this Fortnite is not the Fortnite you were playing a week ago. That is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, man, I'm just truly, I just respect Epic so much for, actually, having the nerve to change the game as much as they did, because, man, it's been a long time since they've, pulled something like this, I miss when they did stuff like this and genuinely changed the game up, hugely, to the point where it doesn't even feel like the same game anymore. But, yeah, Chapter 2, Season 6, it is here, highly anticipated season. I'm pretty sure Season 5 was, 118 days long or something like that. It was ridiculous. But hey, we finally got the new season, and it started off with a bang. It started off with the the 0 point, exploding with the cinematic, and the cinematic this time around was the best one we've ever had, in my opinion. I just love this season's cinematic so much. They did such a good job with it. And then it dropped us right in to a live event as soon as that cinematic ended. Insane. First time we've ever had something like this happen. And man, what an event. What an event. My reaction to the event is actually up right now on the channel. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link to the videos that I might, point out at some point down below in the description if you guys want to check any of them out. But yeah, the event, man, that was a good event. It was a really good event. What a way to start off the season, especially when I was, getting kind of burnt out of Fortnite after last season and how long it lasted. So being able to start off the new season with a live event, man, that was something else. But yeah, man, Season 6 started off with the huge Zero Crisis event. It was insane. You guys can check out my reaction if you want a little recap on the event. But TLDR, it was an insane event. Let's move on to the season itself. So, what are my initial thoughts on Chapter 2, Season 6? Honestly, I would say it's probably my favourite season of Chapter 2. I said this last time with Season 5, I'm pretty sure. So I know, in a few weeks' time, I might end up hating the season for all I know. But honestly, this season is so fun. I love the map changes. We'll get to that a bit later. I love the loot pool. It's very unique, and it's just a nice change of pace. I already know I'm going to miss this loot pool once it's gone, so why not just enjoy it now rather than hating on it? And just overall, man, the battle pass as well. It's one of the few battle passes where I like every single skin that it provides. We'll get to that later as well. Just everything, man. Everything is spot on with this season. The only problem I have with this season is maybe skill-based, being broken as usual. But other than that, this season is truly something else. I would even say it might even surpass some Chapter 1 seasons. That is how good it is. Especially if they ended up removing skill-based at some point throughout this season. If they do that, this might be my favourite season of all time. That is how good it is. But yeah, to start off my initial thoughts, let's speak about the new locations. Starting off, we have the obvious one, the Spire. The Spire, replaced the sand in the centre of the map. It's where the 0 point is currently, sealed in with the Foundation character, which we saw in the event. He's currently sealed inside the 0 point to avoid it from exploding. I'm pretty sure he sealed himself inside the 0 point to avoid it exploding and potentially causing another black hole. So he's just kind of vibing in there in the centre of the map with the 0 point right now inside the Spire. So there's that. Honestly, when it comes down to being a landing spot, It's really cool design-wise. It actually reminds me of like a Spanish city or something. Like, I don't know, I just love the design. It's just very unique, very just chill. It feels like a chill location. It feels like something you could visit in real life, maybe outside of like the Spire itself, because that's like futuristic and there's literally a guy inside of it, so probably won't be seeing that in real life, but you get the point. Overall, it's just a very chill area. I actually really like it when it comes to the design, but it's not somewhere I see myself landing at too often, you know, off spawn. It's something I see myself, you know, rotating to rather than landing there off spawn. Because obviously it's the centre of the map, there's going to be so many people landing there, especially within the first few days of the season as of recording this. So, you know, it's not really an area you can just go and chill at right now, unfortunately. But either way, it's still a very nice area, and honestly, I would say I prefer it over the sand. And it might even be my favourite centre island that we've had thus far in Chapter 2. Moving on to the next area, we have Bony Burbs. This is the replacement for Salty Towers, and honestly, not that bad. Not that bad. Would I say I prefer it over Salty Towers? Honestly, I'd probably say yes, just because it's not as overpopulated as Tilted was. It's kind of like, you know, it's a populated area, but it feels like you have a chance when landing there. It doesn't feel like you're landing there and you have a 50% chance of making it out alive, you know? It feels like you genuinely have a chance of making it out of that area alive and getting that dub, you know? And honestly, really, really cool area. It actually changed mid-live event, so that was really cool. And yeah, man, it's just basically a very old version of Tilted. It's similar to Tilted Town, I guess, but I'm not sure if it's even older or slightly newer than that. I'm not really too sure. I'm not a history guy. But either way, design-wise, you know, pretty old school. Looks really nice. And man, just the orange grass and trees surrounding it, it just makes it so much better. I was actually asking for an autumn-themed area ever since Stark Industries got removed. I loved Stark Industries' design. So the fact that we finally got another area like that with that same design, thank you, Epic. Thank you. That is just amazing. I love the design of this map. And I really hope we get to see, you know, this design stay for a while. I really hope this isn't just, oh, it's here this season, but it's going to be gone in Season 7, guys. It's going to be replaced for a fully snow map or something like that. Like, no. I really hope this whole Centre Island stays for a while, because I actually really like the design of it. And yeah, Bony Burbs, overall, decent area. I'd say it's the one I've been landing at the most as of right now, maybe outside of like Weeping Woods as per usual. That's kind of like my not so popular landing spot that I like to land at most of the time, during new seasons especially. That's kind of like the low profile location that I like to land at, Weeping Woods. But because there's new changes there, obviously there's going to be more people than usual going there, but it's still not that popular. But yeah, Bony Burbs, definitely my main area out of the new ones right now. But would I say it's the best one out of all the new locations? Probably not, but you know, it all depends on my preference once we get to the end of the season, you know. The season's only been out, you know, a few days as of recording this video, so you never know when my opinion could change, as I'm a person that likes to change his opinion a lot. Anyways, moving on to the final new location, at least when it comes to main POIs, Colossal Crops. This is a combination between the Colosseum that was in last season and Frenzy Farm, an area we haven't seen since like mid-season 4. Like, because it got destroyed by Stark Industries, obviously, with the Rift Zone and all that. But yeah, man, as someone that's wanted Frenzy Farm to come back for a while now, this is really cool to see. Even though it's not, you know, even close to identical to Frenzy, outside of like a few cornfields here and there, it's still cool to see just some form of Frenzy Farm come back. And it's cool that they kept the whole Colosseum, you know, Colossal name. I didn't really expect them to get rid of the Colosseum at all, to be honest, so to see them at least keep the name is really cool to see. And yeah, I actually really like this area. I've landed here a decent amount of times. I'd say I've landed there more than the Spire, but not more than Bony Burbs. Overall, it's a decent area, but it's a bit too populated right now because it's new. You know, it's a very big area, a lot of loot. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of people landing there at the start of the season. So give me a few more weeks, and this might end up, you know, surpassing Bony Burbs for me. But yeah, honestly, really solid area, like solid, like 8.5 out of 10 for me right now. Don't really have much to say about it. It's just, you know, nice, cool, new area. There's not much to say about it outside of it just being, you know, Frenzy Farm returning. So, yeah. As for all the new areas, what would I give them as an overall map change rating? Compared to last season, it feels like there might be like less map changes overall, but maybe that's just the illusion of, you know, the sand not being there, because I'm pretty sure the sand overall took up more space than like those 3 main POIs. So overall, it feels like there's less, but I feel like there's like more for me, if that makes sense. I feel like these areas are definitely more my style than the sand. I'm gonna miss the, you know, I'm gonna miss being able to teleport with the shards and stuff like that. That was really fun. That's definitely like one of my favourite parts about Season 5. I'm definitely gonna miss those shards for sure, but what are you gonna do about it? I'm pretty sure they was actually like bugged towards the end of the season, so maybe that's why they got rid of them completely. Maybe they had plans to keep some sand in the game or some of the shards in the game, but because they were bugged, they might have just, you know, thrown them out completely. Who really knows? But yeah, definitely gonna miss those. But overall, I would say I definitely prefer this map over last season's for sure. I don't see this map getting boring throughout the entire season. It's honestly a really, really, really fun just map overall. And I'm just really excited to finally be able to, you know, have a map that I actually feel happy with, if that makes sense. It's just really fun. It's a really fun map, really fun. I'd definitely suggest giving this season a go, or at least give it a chance if you already have given it a go and you're not a fan of it. Because honestly, I see this season being a really good one in the end, and you know, I want a lot of people to enjoy it. I want Fortnite to succeed, and it sucks that there's so much hate on this season already, despite it not even being a week old yet. But hopefully that will change with time. Hopefully people will adjust to everything that's new and eventually like this season. But we'll just have to see. But moving on from the map, we now have the loot pool. I mean, there are, you know, other map changes, obviously. There's like little spires across the map, but they're not really named POIs. They're not major. They're like small little landmarks you'll land at every now and again. But so I'm not really going to mention them. But yeah, moving on to the loot pool. This is where the season starts to get a bit controversial, because most weapons in the game have been replaced by makeshift and primal weapons. Makeshift weapons are like the worst sort of weapons, I guess, and then you can either craft these weapons via animal bones, you know, mechanical parts, and overall a ton of things you can like find across the map with harvesting things and stuff like that. And like you can also buy them from NPCs. There's, you know, a lot you can do with the parts, but yeah, you can use those parts and like, you know, mechanical parts, animal bones, stuff like that. You can use all that to craft these makeshift weapons either into primal weapons, which I'm pretty sure are meant to be just better versions of the makeshift weapons, or you can use these, you know, parts to craft the makeshift weapons into the old versions of the weapons. So the basic mechanical assault rifle, you know, the pump shotgun, that's something a lot of people are happy about, you know, the pump returning. You can, you know, craft pretty much anything, to be honest. Like, it's really, really just fresh. It's really new. It's nothing we've ever seen before, and that's what makes me kind of respect this season. It makes me think Epic, like, wasn't afraid to go all out. They wasn't afraid to change the game up, and I respect that, because honestly, they risked something, and I think it worked out in their favour in the end. I love this season. But yeah, man, the makeshift weapons, what would I give them a rating for? They're not that good, you know. I feel like I definitely prefer the majority of the primal weapons, and especially the regular weapons, but they're not bad. The makeshift rifle, honestly one of my favourite makeshift weapons. You know, it's got decent range, don't have any first shot accuracy like most of the makeshift weapons, unfortunately, which is kind of what brings it down. I feel like if these weapons had first shot accuracy, it'd make them a lot better, but I guess that's kind of the point of them, is that, you know, RNG factor. But honestly, makeshift rifle, not bad. Makeshift shotgun, probably my favourite makeshift weapon. It feels like a pump, but just more powerful with less shots. It's like a more powerful pump with less shots, in my opinion. And then you have the Makeshift Smg, which is essentially just a tactical SMG, but with a new sound effect. Like, that's really all it is, to be honest. Maybe some different stats as well, I'm not too sure. And you can craft it into different weapons, I guess. And then you have, I'm pretty sure there's a makeshift pistol. If not, there's a primal pistol for sure. I'm not too, I don't know every weapon just yet, but there is a pistol, and from what I've used, it sucks, just like every other pistol in the game, let's be honest. The only real good pistol is maybe like the dualies and the hand cannon, and maybe the revolver, which is actually back this season as well. But outside of those three, there's not really a good pistol in the game, so I'm not really too surprised by that. But yeah, overall rating for the makeshift weapons, you know, they're good off spawn, but I definitely prefer the primal weapons in some scenarios anyway, and especially the regular weapons. As for the primal weapons, the primal rifle, really good, solid, like 8 out of 10 for me. I will definitely take this over anything else if I can't find an assault rifle. So definitely a good weapon there. As for the makeshift, not the makeshift, the primal, sorry, the primal shotgun, that, bro, the primal shotgun, this is like what everyone's complaining about right now. Think of it as a drum shotgun, but on steroids. Like, that's pretty much what the primal shotgun is, like, especially if you have the mythic primal shotgun, which is actually a thing, by the way, at the Spire. You can grab it at the Spire. But yeah, the mythic primal shotgun, that thing is deadly. I would argue even more deadly than the gold pump. That is just something else. I can see myself raging at that so many times throughout the season. But I guess that's what makes it fun. You got to have at least one overpowered weapon to make a season fun, you know. And then you have the Primal SMG, solid SMG. I actually really dig this one. The design's really cool as well. Solid weapon. And then you have the pistol again. I don't know if there's a makeshift pistol. There might only be the Primal pistol. I'm not too sure. You guys will have to correct me in the comments if you guys, you know, have more knowledge on the pistols this season. Overall, I'm still very confused about the loopholes. I don't even have like a list up that I can read for you guys. I only have the map up. So, honestly, I could just be spewing absolute false information right now. But I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. You guys will correct me in the comments for sure. But yeah, the pistol, not bad, I guess. But, you know, it's a pistol at the end of the day. What are you really going to do about it? But yeah, overall rating for the primal weapons, better than the makeshift weapons for the most part. I would say I kind of prefer like the makeshift shotgun over the primal shotgun in certain scenarios. It really depends on your situation and playstyle. But overall, they're definitely like the better versions of the makeshift weapons, I would say. I think that's kind of what they were going for the most part. And yeah, not bad, not bad. But and then obviously we have our basic weapons. We have the basic assault rifle. They actually vaulted the grey assault rifle, so there's only a green, blue, purple and gold assault rifle now. Same goes for the pump. They actually vaulted the grey pump. Now there's only green, blue, purple and gold, which in my opinion, you know, feels a lot better. I feel like the grey pump was kind of just there off spawn, I guess. You would never really use it anywhere otherwise. And then you have the basic SMG. I'm not actually sure if the grey SMG got vaulted. The basic grey SMG. I'm just going to say that it did, because, I mean, if there's, you know, a trend of every grey weapon getting vaulted when it comes to the basic mechanical weapons, why would the grey SMG be there? And I haven't found a single one yet, so I'm just going to go by the assumption that it's vaulted alongside the other grey weapons. But if it's not, you guys can feel free to judge me in the comments below, for sure. And then you have the revolver. Basic revolver, it's back, it's unvaulted from the vault. honestly, one of my favourite pistols, if not my favourite pistol. I love the Revolver. Solid pistol. Just nice damage, nice feel. Just feels nice to use. Feels nice to just go around and be able to double pump people with, you know, go into your pump and into your revolver, pump, revolver, and you can just delete kids with this combo. Really happy to see the Revolver back, and I really hope it stays for longer than this season, because honestly, solid weapon. It deserves to stay in the game for more than one season, that's for sure. And yeah, man, overall, the loot pool is not bad this season. It's going to take time to get used to and, you know, adjust to. But I feel like once we all get used to this whole, you know, crafting system where you can like get bones and, you know, mechanical parts and stuff like that. I feel like once we get used to, you know, having to grab all that to craft certain weapons, once we get used to it, I feel like we will all honestly very, very enjoy it. That was not grammatically correct, but I don't care. Anyway, moving on. We've discussed the loot pool. We've discussed the map. So it's time to move on to the final part of this video. The Battle Pass. I made a Battle Pass showcase, like I did every other season. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave that, you know, at the end of the video or in the description, of course. But yeah, Battle Pass. This is where things get interesting. I'm actually a decent fan of this Battle Pass. I'm actually going to pull it up real quick, so if you hear me clicking, that's what I'm doing. I'm pulling up the Battle Pass. So don't mind me. So, but yeah, the Battle Pass, it's actually really solid. Like I said at the start of this video, it's one of the few Battle Passes where I actually enjoy every single skin that it provides. It's actually a really, really solid Battle Pass. I'm really, really just happy with this Battle Pass overall. It's just really, it's solid. It is solid. I love the theme. I love, you know, the characters that it provides, everything about it. And honestly, I cannot find a list of all the Battle Pass skins. Alright, I think I found one. So, let's talk about them. Agent Jones, he's been a huge, critical, just essential part of the storyline, so we had to get him eventually, and he's the tier 1 for this season, so overall, really happy with this tier 1 skin, one of my favourite tier 1s that we've ever gotten. And then we have Lara Croft. Lara Croft, we all like anticipated to come last season as one of the hunters, but it ended up not being the case. She ended up coming this season as a Battle Pass skin. Honestly, huge collaboration. I've actually played Tomb Raider in the past. It's just a really, really mind-blowing collaboration. Really happy to see her in the game. And then we have Tarana, or maybe Tarana, I'm not too sure how you pronounce it. I'm just going to say Tarana. Honestly, solid skin. From the edit styles that she has, she actually looks like a solid skin. I've used her a few times. But she's definitely like one of the weakest skins in the Battle Pass. I feel like everyone just kind of sees her as like Maeve 2.0 from last season. Which, understandable, I guess. They both look like that kind of ancient skin, sort of. But not a bad skin, just not the best one. Moving on, we have the Raz Skin, or Raz, not too sure. I'm just going to say Raz because it sounds better, let's be honest. Solid skin, one of my favourites in this Battle Pass, outside of maybe Agent Jones and the Tier 100 skin, which we'll get to later. Very solid skin. I love this guy, especially with his edit style. Huge skin. Just really, really cool. I think he's meant to be some form of like genie or something. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on any of this. I suck at history or anything like it, so don't even bother trying to correct me. But he's a solid skin. He's a solid skin. He's Kevin the Cube themed as well. And we all know of the loop. We know the storyline loops. We know, you know, similar things start to happen across both seasons. Like how Season 4 in Chapter 1 was superhero themed. Chapter 2 Season 4 was Marvel themed. Chapter 2 Season 5 had sand. Chapter 1 Season 5 had sand. You get the point. The storyline loops. The map loops. Everything loops. So, The huge theory going around right now is that because Raz is themed around the cube, he might have something to do with the cube and possibly even bring it back at some point during the season. Honestly, very solid theory. I truly believe that the cube will come back at some point, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because honestly, I'll be down for the cube returning. Season 5 in Chapter 1, one of my favourite seasons of all time, so bring it on. Give me that cube, baby. Anyways, moving on, we have the Cluck skin. It's literally a chicken. What else do you want me to say? Flipping cluck cluck, I'm a chicken, baby. Like, there's nothing else to say. It's literally a chicken with a slurp juice edit style and a black and red edit style. That's literally all we have to say. Like, let's move on. No, but jokes aside, it's a decent skin. It reminds me of the Guff skin from the item shop, but a chicken. That's literally all it really is. It's like Guff, but chicken themed. And it's solid. It's solid. I think it's meant to be an Easter skin or, you know, something like that. I'm not too sure. Because of, like, the egg, it just kind of reminds me of Easter, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, decent skin. Let's move on. You definitely got to have at least, like, one meme skin in the Battle Pass. Like, that's kind of like Epic's trend at this point, to have at least one joke skin in the Battle Pass for everyone to meme about. That was a voice crack. Before this chicken kills me any further, let's move on. We have the Raven skin, or, you know, the Raven. It's literally the Raven from Teen Titans. What do you want me to say, to be honest? Like, another collaboration, another truly solid collaboration at that. Really good skin. Really, really good skin. As someone that knows the Raven as, like, a character, really, really solid collaboration. Really happy to have her in the game. And I just love her design. I didn't think a Teen Titans collaboration would look this cool. But hey, Epic once again coming in with the clutch, surprising skins. Let's move on to Tier 100. The Spire Assassin. The Spire Assassin is just one of the best Tier 100s we've ever gotten. Let's be honest. Could it have edit styles? Sure. Could the built-in emote edit style be better than it is? Sure. But besides the lack of edit styles and pretty bland built-in emote, it's a really good skin. It's a really, really good skin. One of the most detailed Tier 100s, if not skins, we have ever gotten in Fortnite. Truly one of the just best Tier 100s we have ever gotten, in my opinion. I love the design. I love the entire set of this skin. And it's just a solid, solid, solid Tier 100 skin. Super happy to have this skin in the game. Spire Assassin, welcome to the collection. Moving on to the final skin of the Battle Pass, the Secret Skin. It's going to be coming later this season, as per usual. And there's been some, you know, backlash on this Secret Skin. Because from what we know, it appears that the Secret Skin is going to be this famous football player, or soccer if you're in America. It's going to be this famous football player, Neymar Jr. I'm going to be honest, don't know anything about this guy. Don't know if he's a good guy, a bad guy. I don't know if he's any good at football. I don't know. I literally do not know this guy and never even heard of him before this whole collaboration got announced. So feel free to roast me in the comments about how I know literally nothing about this guy other than the fact he plays football. Sue me. But honestly, I'm interested to see the skin. From the teasers, this skin actually looks like it's going to be solid. You know, it doesn't seem like it's just going to be this basic footballer guy. It seems like his skin is genuinely going to have a twist, similar to other Icon series skins where they're reactive. Maybe that'll be the case with this guy, I'm not too sure. But honestly, from the teasers, this skin looks like it's about to be a really cool skin with some form of secret ability. It seems like it's going to really, you know, change up the whole secret skins for the better. But would I have preferred, like, the foundation from, you know, the live event? Of course. I mean, it's literally one of the 7, the leader of the 7 at that. How could you not want him as the secret skin? Obviously, I can understand the hatred and backlash for this whole secret skin. But I won't hate on it and give my full thoughts on it until it releases, because we don't even know what the skin will look like yet, and who knows, it might even end up looking better than the foundation, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's pretty much the battle pass. Honestly, really solid battle pass. Probably my favourite one of Chapter 2 outside of, like, Chapter 2 Season 2. Really, really solid battle pass. I would definitely recommend picking this up. Code RyanDude5678 in the store. If you want to pick it up, hashtag ad. If not me, please use somebody. It really helps us out a lot. We really appreciate it whenever you use our code. But yeah, honestly, really solid battle pass. I would definitely suggest picking it up. It's just one of those battle passes that you don't want to miss out on. It's truly got some insane items. I would say, like, the gliders especially. There's some gliders in this battle pass that are just 10 out of 10, man. Like, just insane. Like, the Spire Assassin's glider especially. And Raven. Raven and Spire Assassin's glider. Bro, just literally 11 out of 10 would buy again. That's what I'm going to say. But yeah, guys, I think that's all we have to talk about when it comes to my initial thoughts on Chapter 2 Season 6. We've talked about the map, the loot pool, the battle pass, and it's time to talk about the overall season. So, what would I rate this season so far? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I would say a solid 7 out of 10 so far. Depending on what they do with the updates this season has potential to be one of the best seasons of all time. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to straight up put that out there right now. You know, I'm pretty sure they buffed the lower rarity pumps, or at the very least they've buffed the body damage of the pump and actually nerfed the headshot damage of the pump. At least that's what I've heard. It actually, like, you can definitely feel the difference in game when it comes to the pump. It actually feels super solid now to use. It feels a lot more consistent, it feels a lot more powerful when it comes to body shots. Like with the blue pump, I'm getting consistent 100 damage body shots, if not more. It's super, super satisfying to use now. And honestly, it really makes me hope that it doesn't just get vaulted again next season, because with how the pump feels right now, and with the purple pump no longer being able to one-shot people on a headshot, it just really, really makes the pump a lot better in my opinion. Really happy about that. So yeah, thanks for that, Epic, I guess. But we're getting off topic here. As for my overall rating on the season, solid 7 out of 10. Again, depending on what they do with the updates, this season could definitely get a 10 out of 10 for sure from me. But it really depends on what they do throughout the season. If it's anything like last season, then it'll probably end up getting like an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 by the end of the season. But hopefully, you know, it won't just get stale towards the end of the season as Season 5 did. Hopefully they actually keep up the content, they keep the storyline going, and overall, hopefully this season stays interesting throughout the entire season, because man is it fun so far. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my initial thoughts on Chapter 2 Season 6. I'm not sure if I'll be doing this next season. This is kind of just something I wanted to talk about, you know, while I had the time to this season. So, you know, don't count on this being a seasonal thing, but, you know, I'll see what I can do. I might do this next season, I might not. We'll just have to see. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Chapter 2 Season 6 so far. What are your guys' initial thoughts on this season? Do you guys like it? Do you not? What do you dislike about the season? What do you like about it? Tell me everything down below in the comments, because I'm truly interested to hear what you guys think on this season, because it's honestly one of my favourites of the chapter, if not of all time. I just love how they went all out to make this game so much different than any season we've seen before. It truly just feels unique compared to anything we've seen before in Fortnite, if not even other games. And I'm just a huge fan of it. So I'm definitely interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this long video, guys. Sorry that it was longer than usual. I just really wanted to go all out with my initial thoughts on this season, because I honestly adore it. And I'm really happy that I made this video in the end. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it in the end as well. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Share your thoughts on this season down below. I'll be reading every single one of your comments, as I do every single time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, peace out.